New interactive CD book, Prudent Places USA. With the more than 50 interactive parameters, you can pinpoint natural and man-made disaster areas, brewing environmental catastrophes, the safest cities, the best places for solar and wind energy, and much, much more. Complete with 3 gigabytes of detailed information on each of 3,000 plus counties in the U.S., including 550 high-resolution full-color maps and full-color photographs, as well as detailed information and analysis to help you zero in on the best places to live. The ideal location for cabins and vacation homes, as well as safe and unsafe areas. Get Prudent Places USA for only $29 plus shipping by calling New Millennium at 888-803-4438. That's 888-803-4438 to order on the web or at murkywater.com.
This is the Reality Radio Network on Telstar 5 Transponder 5 and on the internet at realityradionetwork.com.
Lazarus he came with a ragtag band to bring a revolution. Some would make him change, others couldn't stand for that. The cross was a solution, but he rose again. Wise men follow him. Rose again. Wise men follow him. Thank God for the renegade and the lion sing lead for the head of third train.
And now back to Sherry.
And we're going to get back into As in the Days of Noah, a series I'm starting here during the radio show time. Probably going for this week and next week. Give me some feedback on it, folks. What I want to get back into now is that the world governments today are controlled by reptilians. And so to say that they're a different faction from the Omegans, and the Omegans, let me sum up, are all the fallen angel forces of Lucifer. It was a term Saint Germain adopted. He is Alpha, and his army is the Omegans, the last days armies of Christ, which are the Omegans. So, and of course, they consider themselves as Christ. And so their other armies are the Omegans. And these Omegans are humans and fallen angels and all of those who support their rise to power. Hillary Clinton is an Omegan, Al Gore. I've got a website, OmegansAreLiars.com. A lot of our government officials who support Germain and Sananda and the fallen angels rise to power here. And then you have the New World Order factions, working through the secret societies and the bankers and Mrs. Bush and the Rothschild and Rockefeller and the Rothschilds, all them together. But these, even the Rockefeller and the Rothschilds and the Bushes and the neocons, they're all controlled by reptilians. And these reptilians take over and control the bodies of those they possess. And what it is like a alien possession. We know of demonic possession. Yes, they're all demonically possessed. That's where they get. That's what they seek, is demonic possession, because they want the supernatural powers that demonic possession can give them. The Lord showed me last year that whenever humans begin to mingle with the fallen angels, known as these aliens, they become their victims and are possessed and taken over by them. These are the same beings, along with their demonic counterparts, that these Lucifer-worshipping secret society members who dominate our governments invite into themselves during their satanic rituals. Lucifer controls and possesses them all. He controls both factions. It is reptilians who control government leaders, and they are directly subservient only to the draconians, also known as the dragons, which is Lucifer's branch. This is the same thing that Satan is. He's a dragon. His home branch is known as the dragons, the draconians, and their seat is in Rome. The draconians rule from Rome. Lucifer uses what we call the Black Pope of Rome to rule through, and this Black Pope is the real power behind the Vatican. It is not the White Pope, the Pope the people believe has run the Vatican. He is just a puppet. He's a pawn for public relations. He's just there for people to think that he leads the Vatican and runs it. It's the Black Pope, a position run by Count Hans von Kovenbach. He's in my list as one of the top 10 beasts. and he's the seed of Lucifer today. He will never come out of obscurity into the limelight. They've always cherished their privacy and their secrecy. Welcome to the internet and welcome to Sherry Shriner Show. You've just been exposed. And all of these beast folks, you can find information on them in the internet. Just Google them. From the Garden of Eden, as a collective world citizenship, have been controlled by a behind-the-scenes alien agenda. And through every age, they have ruled our governments behind the scenes from their UFOs, their motherships, their planets, and hollow Earth bases. And these beings are from galaxies millions of miles away. They're all here within our own solar system, and the bulk of the majority of them are right underneath our own Earth. These are not extraterrestrial beings. They do not live millions of miles away in distant galaxies. They live under our oceans, in our mountains, within our immediate skies, and they stay within our own solar system. They tout themselves, and you'll hear them claim different names: the Galactic Federation, the Ashtar Command, the Pleiadian Councils, and they have a bunch of different commands and councils, and they all try to tie in to the Galactic Federation, which is like the UN for aliens, all the different types of races of aliens to come under together. And the Galactic Federation always tried to play itself off as being separate from Lucifer's branch, that Lucifer's branch being the Greys that are dominant in abductions, the reptilians and the draconians, that they were a branch to themselves and everybody else was afraid of them. And then you've got the humanoid watchers, the Anunnaki, 7 and 8 feet tall, the giants, the blonde-haired, the blue-eyed, that were the watchers that fell to the earth to cohabitate with human women, produced offspring, had a giantism defect, which is why the Lord had to destroy the earth back in Noah's day. You can see that Lucifer's kingdom is organized because these aren't separate factions. He is indeed ruling all of them. I had always questioned how much control he had over all of these millions, maybe even billions of angels that he has, that we call aliens, that are fallen angels, the Greys, reptilians, the draconians, and all the humanoid different branches, how much control he had over them. And I started to think maybe he only had a percentage of them, but the more I go, the more I'm convinced that he controls them all. I mean, everything is just under his control. And so his kingdom is very highly organized. It's split off into different directions and routes so that you can never pinpoint one thing. And our government does the same thing with the onion effect, with their own intelligence circles, trying to get to the center of an onion, to go through layers and layers and layers to get to the center to find out what the real truth is about anything. And so that's the same thing. They're included in his kingdom. They are the ancient inhabitants of Lemuria and Atlantis on Earth, Mars, and the other planets that were once beautiful civilizations of the angels of the Most High. Earth used to be inhabited by the Most High's angels, and we know Lucifer is the ranking cherub here. They allowed Lucifer, the high-ranking cherub, to deceive them and follow them in his rebellion against the Most High. And this is back before pre-Adamic civilization, before Adam and Eve were created, back when the earth was here, when the angels dwelled on earth. For his rebellion against the Most High, the planets were destroyed, and the angels lost their angelic countenances. In a fallen state, they would now build their homes where and how they could to survive. And this is when they reached out into other planets and star systems within our own solar system. And they were around and watched when the Most High recreated Earth. Thousands of years later, after their rebellion, when the Lord recreated Earth and created Adam and Eve, and they watched. And the saw it take place, and Lucifer took a vow then that he would destroy Yahweh's creation. And he has stopped at nothing since then to do so. This civilization on Earth, previous times, did contain the ancient cities of Atlantis and Lemuria, Atlantis being located off the coast of Florida, between Florida and Cuba, and Lemuria was located off the coast of California. And these civilizations, there was another huge civilization in the desert, west somewhere, a Sahara Desert, I believe it is. Big civilization, city there that Saint Germain ran. The ancient civilizations had intergalactic trade. They were able to trade with Mars and Venus and these other planets within our solar systems could contain life.